Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Candace here with Crafty and Elegance here on YouTube, and I go by Paper Crafty and Elegance over on Instagram. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are already a subscriber and regular viewer, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. Today I am coming on to share a very special project with all of you. I've been working all month long in the Doodlebug Cute and Crafty collection, and I have created a craft planner for myself. I was inspired by Natalie from Putsomeblingonit, where she created a planner using this collection and some elements from the Happy Planner line. Her video truly inspired me to create my own planner, and I wanted to come on today and share that with all of you. So before I get started to show you the planner, I wanted to show all of the elements that I used to make the planner. So here is just the cover sheet of the 12 by 12 paper pack that I picked up. This is the 12 by 12 paper pack for the Cute and Crafty line. It comes with the 12 double-sided cardstock sheets, and this is some of the samples of it here. And it also came with the sticker sheet. Now, in addition to using this, I also picked up the 6x6 paper pad, and I did use a couple sheets out of here. I also picked up the odds and ends collection, and this odds and ends collection came with 187 pieces, and I used several of them on here to make my planner, and I still have a ton left, as you can see here in this package. I also picked up the Chit Chat, and this had 85 pieces for all of the different sentiments that you could put, and I used a few of them in the planner as well. And this time with the collection, I also picked up their bits and pieces, and this was a collection full of just flowers and stems and leaves. It also had some tags with it and a couple cut apart pieces that were really cute. And I also picked up the icon sticker sheet. And the icon sticker sheet looks like this, and you can see I used several of the stickers here, but I have plenty left too that I can still make projects with. And in addition to the icon stickers, I also picked up some of the shape sprinkles. I do apologize for the glare. The shape sprinkles came in like the buttons collection. It also came in the hearts, and here the little flowers. And every time I pick up a Doodlebug collection, I do have to pick up some of the Doodle Pops. These are just the dimensional stickers that are so cute. This time they had ones that were shakers, so I had to get these too. All right, so let's get started in showing you the planner. So here is my Cute and Crafty planner that is using elements from the Happy Planner line. So I picked up the Happy Planner rings that you can see here. And this is what they consider a classic size planner. So Natalie's video, she's showing more of the big size planner that's 8.5 by 11. And the classic size planner is 7 inches wide by 9.25 inches tall. Okay, so to make the planner, I used the planner rings from Happy Planner, and I also picked up their do-it-yourself planner cover. So the do-it-yourself planner cover is removable, just like this, and it also includes like a pocket so that you can create your element and you can slide it inside and out. So it's kind of like a sheet protector, but it's just a little bit thicker, and you can make it whatever you like. So to make the cover, I picked up the SVG files of the collection. You can pick these up from the Silhouette store or the LoriWhitlock.com store, and I will link that below. So I picked this up and I created it on my Silhouette machine. And then for the title of the planner, I just used a font from my computer, and I used it inside the Silhouette Studio, and I created it as long with a shadow to it, and just popped it up here onto my planner cover. Now what I like about this is that the planner cover is not laminated, so therefore I could add the dimension to my cover piece here and also with the words. If I was to laminate this, it would not work. Trust me, I tried it. And I do like the dimension on it, and I like the fact that I can change this out if I get tired of the Cute and Crafty line, which I highly doubt I will anytime soon, but I like that part of it. And then for my planner, I just made all the little planner tabs that are, you can see on the side here. It is really chunky. So let's go ahead and show you what's inside. So when you open the planner up, on the back side of it, I'm using some more of the 12 by 12 paper from the collection. I just love this little print. It's so bright and festive and just makes me smile. Here I created my own little dashboard. So this dashboard, let me just show you, it comes out of the planner just like this. And what I did is I took elements from the 12 by 12 paper. I made my own titles to them. So here's like my quick to-do list. Here's also a cut apart from the 12 by 12 paper. I labeled it to say important. So here I can write on here whatever I need to do for that day or my list for the week, important reminders. And then I used some of the odds and ends pieces, and I went ahead and just clustered those together to make a nice little arrangement. Now what I love about this is that once I added these together, I then went ahead and laminated it. And once you laminate, now you can go ahead and use it more like a dry erase. So I can put on here with a Sharpie marker my reminder, you know, something simple like that. And then the best part is then I can take a baby wipe or an alcohol wipe or even a dry erase like eraser, and then I can simply remove because it's laminated. And that's so nice because then I can just simply reuse this all the time and I don't have to waste paper. So, and then to create this, I put this onto a piece of white cardstock, laminated it, and then I used my We Are Memories Keepers punch, and this punches out with the same holes as the Happy Planner. And this punch I found is the best tool to use when you are trying to punch plastic or several sheets for the Happy Planner, so it's well worth the money. The original Happy Planner punch that looks like this will not cut through that. It will only cut through, as it says, a maximum of 3 full sheets, but the We Are Memory Keepers punch will punch more and thicker items. So I'm going to put this back into the planner. And that's what I love about Happy Planner as well, is that it's so customizable. You can take things out, remove them, switch them around however you like. It's so easy. Then on the back side, I created a shopping list for myself, and then also another spot for journaling. And then I used some more of the ephemera pieces as well. Now my first divider to my planner is my calendar section, and this also is removable. Now how I created these dividers, I simply took a sheet protector, and I picked these sheet protectors up from Office Depot. They are the super heavy weight sheet protectors, and they are tabbed. So they already have the tabs on them. So that's what I loved about it too, because then I could label all of my dividers. And what I did is I cut this down to the Happy Planner size. So what I did is I made sure that I cut it where there was 9 1/4 inches tall and about 7 1/4 inches wide. And with that, the 7-inch here, I then took my fuse tool and I fused the edge along the side. So therefore I could make this simple pocket of my sheet from the sheet protector that I can customize and make my dividers. Then on the second edge here, this is about 1/2 inch, I fused that portion and then used the We Are Memory Keepers punch and punch that out, because this punch is plastic, so much easier than the Happy Planner punch. Okay, so then once I did all of that, then I created my divider, and this is using some more 12 by 12 paper, some cardstock from my collection, from my stash. I use the chit chat here for those two pieces. So it says create, make time to make stuff, which goes well with the calendar. I use some of the ephemera pieces, the bits and pieces section from the collection, as well as some of those enamel stickers. On the back side, I found a nice cut file. If I can find the vendor that I used, I will link it below. But I love this. I sized it down to fit the 7 by 9 1/4. And then I used some more of the pattern paper from the collection to back that. So it says eat, sleep, craft, repeat, which is very common for us crafters. And then added some of the ephemera pieces there. So it's a nice, cute little divider. Then for the calendar piece, I then have the rest of the year. So I'm starting off with August through December. The calendar that I picked up was a June 2021 a July 2021 through a June 2022. So I'm just only keeping through the rest of this year, and then I can add the January through June once I finish December. So for this calendar, I then added my own little tabs to the side. These are tabs that you can pick up. They are from the Post-it brand. And I just simply use my label maker to label the sides of them. They can be removable if you like to do that. So then I have my August spread. So let me zoom in just a little bit so you can see. My August spread, I'm using some of the 6 by 6 pattern paper and the icons that came on the sheet. I'm using some of the icon stickers here. You can see that on these two. For the title for when I took my vacation, I just made this off of my silhouette machine. And then for some of the decorations, I'm using some washi from Doodlebug, along with some more enamel stickers. And then for the things that I do every month, I just kind of label them with my label maker. I participate in several different collaborations per month, the 10 on the 10th, the Smash That Small Paper Pad. Here's my design team obligations that I had for this month. And then there are other little collaborations that I sometimes like to participate in. I'm not necessarily on the collaborations teams, but I also indicate them when they come up each month. So this was my nice little spread for August. And then I will continue to do that for September through the rest of the year. My next tab is my projects tab. And so for my projects tab, I'm using more of the ephemera pieces from the collection. And then I took a sentiment from the silhouette store that said, I just want to make beautiful things, which I thought it was very fitting for the Crafty planner. And then I used some more of the 12 by 12 paper. Just love this little splatter paper. It just went really well with this layout. And then on the back side, I'm using more of the SVGs from the collection. So I love that little paint palette and the paint brushes. And again, they're kind of layered in here. And you can only really do that when you're using like the sheet protectors. You can't make dimension when you're doing laminate. So then I also created like a little pocket here. So this is using more of the 12 by 12 paper. I folded the paper to create the pocket and then punched the edges. Now I did use the We Are Memory Keepers punch when I punched paper because it is pretty easy to do that. And then I created this little folio fold out. Here is my planner clip, and this is using one of the Doodle Pops from the collection. I just added it to a cute little paper clip. And then here's the folio fold out, and I'm going to use this to write down the different projects that I see for inspiration on Instagram and YouTube. So I can just write these down. So when I'm thinking of crafting, I don't have to start considering what to make. I can just refer right here to this project ideas little folio, and then I can start beginning my projects. So I have this here. And then I also have some project overview sheets where I can do some of the planning on my projects. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer so you can see. So this little printable comes from Etsy, and it's by Project Printable Co. And this little printout can help you to just start designing your project. So you can label the project. if there's a summary to it, outline it there. Any resources that you may need. So like if I needed to pick up some more paper, pattern paper, embellishments, so forth, I can write that here. Have I had the ideas with this project, if there's more than one things I can make with it. And then you can also work it through with all the steps. So if that's making the embellishments first, if that's cutting down the paper, building the SVG files, then actually creating the project, what steps you may need to do first. And then third, for me, if I'm going to post it on Instagram or YouTube, I can break all the steps down within this project and have it ready to go so I know what I'm doing next and never feeling like I'm kind of like, you know, out of the loop on where I'm going to be at within a project. And then on the back side of the project overview sheet, there is a section for you to write a sketch or sketch out. Or if you have like some inspiration pieces, you can put them there as well. So I really do like this little project overview sheet. And again, like I said, I picked this up from the Etsy seller that is called Project Printable Co. Okay. Then the next section is my social media section. So here I'm using more of the 12 by 12 paper, and I'm using those flowers from the Bits and Pieces collection. And then I use some of the chit chat here, the word craft. And then I use my label maker to do the sub-sentiment, design, create, and post. The hashtag here is just letting you know it's social media, and this came from one of my dies in my stash. On the back side, I have all of these frequently used social media hashtags for the days of the week. This is going to give me also some jumping off points for when I'm trying to think of social media posts for Instagram. So I can kind of refer to this as well. And then I just added some more of the ephemera pieces to decorate that page. Then over here, I have my Instagram success tracker. And I picked this off of Etsy. If I can find the seller that I purchased this from, I will link it below. What I like about this is that you can just track all of your growth on Instagram. So you can have the number of followers and also how many posts that you made that month and any pens if you actually penned anything. I'm not sure I'm going to actually use the pen section, but I definitely know I'm going to track the followers and how many posts because I do have some goals regarding Instagram. Then also I have in this section a tracker for hashtags. So for the various different projects that I do, for like my card making, for 3D projects, for my design team, I can write different hashtags down and just have them available for when I'm getting ready to post. And then I also have a section for the post planner. So here you can write out your posts or kind of design them ahead of time. So then when I'm sitting down at the beginning of the week, I can actually just come back to my post planner and type everything in and I have all the information. So you can have the topic, the platform, if it's going to be on Instagram, if it's going to be on Facebook, or if it's Pinterest, the date when which you're going to do it, a small description of what that post will be, any hashtags, any links, any notes that you may have, and then you can go ahead and have a check off list of everything that you've done, like taking the photo, editing the photo, any of the links that you may need to have, all of that you can write down for your checklist, and it's just ready to go. The next section here is my budget section. So this I'm calling budget / shop till you drop. We know as crafters, we like to buy a lot of things. We want all the things. So I just kind of play on words here that I'm budgeting, but I'm also kind of just tracking my spending. I'm using some more of the ephemera pieces from the collection, and this also title comes from the Chit Chat. Inside here, I created another laminated sheet, and I'm calling this my shopping wish list. So here I have listed some items that I know I want to purchase soon. So I know I want a cinch machine. I do want to end up getting the Spellbinders Platinum 6 along with the Glimmer foil system. And I'm also considering picking up a 12 by 12 printer. What I love about this little list here is, again, it's removable. So I can take it in and out of my planner if I choose. And I laminated it from some of my paper that I had from the Happy Planner, so that, of course, it is also removable. So I can go ahead and take it off and reuse it at any point in time. That's what I love about making these laminate pieces, because they become dry erase. Then I also have a spending log, so here I can track all of my craft spending. I did get this printable from Project Printable Co. as well. And I just have a couple sheets so I can do this per month. My next tab here is my goals tab. And for the design of this, I'm using another one of the SVGs from the collection. This is that cute little sewing machine. So I cut this out on my silhouette machine. I also am using some of the ephemera that went along with it to coordinate. And then this So Cute is also a cut file from the Silhouette store. On the back side, I went ahead and added this quote. I thought this was really fitting for about goals and success. And then I just added some more of the ephemera pieces. Here is another pocket that I created using some of that 12 by 12 paper. And as a page flag, I created this cute little paper clip. This is using another one of the doodle pops from the collection. Just love that little tote. It's such an inspiration for me. And then here in this pocket is where I am holding my crafty goals. So I have created some crafty goals for myself for August through the rest of the year. And these goals are just 1 through 5 listed here. Being more consistent on social media, posting on YouTube and Instagram, using up my craft stash, and that's why I'm part of the collaboration called Smash That Small Paper Pad. So each month I'm trying to smash at least one small paper pad. Sometimes it takes me about 2 months to get through one, but on average I'm usually smashing one per month. I also want to use up some of my embellishments that I have that I've purchased. And I want to start making new projects. So this month, creating this crafty planner was one of these new projects. I'm mostly a card maker, so I want to stretch myself and start doing more things like mini albums, notebooks, 3D projects. So that's also on my list here. And then using some of my unopened tools. So I have several tools in my arsenal. I have a mink machine, several We Are Memory Keepers punch boards, and then of course this month I used my fuse tool finally. So this was a great project to do that on, and I finally got a hang of my fuse tool. And then lastly, I want to make sure that each month I'm cleaning and organizing and decluttering my craft space, so that way I'm staying on track, and if I have things in my stash, I'm using them up, or I am donating them or giving them to a crafty friend. So I created this little goals sheet for myself, and then to track my progress, I also created this little goals tracker, and I just love this paper. So I created this on my Silhouette machine. It's kind of layered and dimensional. And then on the inside, I have all of the 5 goals listed here, and then I can simply track them all here on the side. I think I'm gonna also add like some note section here, so that if there's different projects like I did for this month, I would write the craft a new project. This would be the craft planner as something new I've never done before. And using unopened tools, I would remind myself that I used the fuse tool this month. So both of these go into the pocket, and to know where they are as my little page flag, I'm just using my little page flag topper that I created using the Doodle Pop. Then in this section, I also have a printable that I created, that I purchased, from Etsy, and it's just tracking future goals. So I have these goals for now through the end of the year, and then for the next 3 months following December, 6 months, 9 months, year, so forth. I can go ahead and kind of get an idea of where I want to go, so that I can update these goals and the goals tracker as time goes along. And then also on this printable, you can also track your yearly goals if you like to do that. So I did like that as an added bonus to my planner. The next tab is my business tab. Again, I created this with some 12 by 12 paper and some of the chit chat pieces. On the back side, I created this nice little SVG file. Thought this was really cute. And then I'm also having a printable that I picked up from Etsy about product planner. So as I'm thinking about different products that I may want to host in my craft fairs and my Etsy store that I actually want to reopen at some point, I can start working on the products that I'm going to place in there. And this printable helps me to estimate the cost, the sale price, give a product description, especially when you're on Etsy, you like to have a description. And then you can also have a to-do list with all parts of the product here as well. So I thought this printable was really nice, and I have just a couple sheets in here to do that. I can easily print more. And then the last section is my little note section. I used a typewriter SVG from the Silhouette store. Thought that was cute because it goes along with notes. And again, this is the font from my computer that I just printed off and cut out from my Cameo. And then on the back side, I'm just using the back side of that paper because I just really liked these little icons from the collection. And then I just have some note paper that's from Happy Planner. This is from the Planner Babe collection that came out about a year ago. So I really do like this. And then lastly, I have like a little zipper pocket that I can put like different receipts in or different notes, or if I want to have some stickers, that's really easy. And this comes in and out. This is from the ARC line from Staples, and it does match the Happy Planner as well. So I went ahead and put that in there. And then the back side of the planner cover, the back cover, I'm using the same paper that I'm using from the front cover. So you see that it, matches. And then lastly, I have my back cover decorated. And this is using several of the stickers from the Icon sticker sheet, along with some of the Chit Chat. And there you have it. This is my cute and crafty planner. Again, I had so much fun putting this together. It was a little bit of work to get everything in this planner, but I think it's going to really help me to stay focused on my projects, get my projects done timely, build on my goals that I have for myself. I'm just really, really excited to use this planner. And I will say, as a note, if you would like to create this in the future, I did do this where I cut the paper for the dividers. Let me show you. 7 by 9 1/4. In the future, I would probably make this portion a little bit smaller. Therefore, the dividers can be inside the cover instead of outside the cover. So that's just one little tip, is to make this portion probably 6 by 9 1/4. So then that half inch, or 6 and a half inches maybe. And then so you can have this little 1/2 inch here to take in consideration your tabs. So I would just kind of mess with the measurements a little bit better if you don't want the tabs to stick on the outside of your planner, if you want to have your tabs on the inside. So you can see here how my tabs are on the inside for the months. They're on the outside for the different dividers. And I would just change that if I was going to do this over again. So there you have it, guys. That is my cute and crafty planner using Happy Planner materials and the Cute and Crafty line from Doodlebug. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber and would like to see more videos of mine here in the future, please consider going ahead and hitting that subscribe button along with the notification bell. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.